Good evening, everyone. We are gonna be getting started, but aw, thank you, creature. As soon as this ad rolls through, we will get started. If the ad starts. Oh, I'm sorry, creature. Oh. I will be right back, y'all. Hopefully the ad runs before them because I forgot to wet my wet palette. Perfect timing. Yes. Although I don't think I'm going to be using my wet palette too much today. Solely because we're literally just doing contrast. And I am just wetting it to be safe in case I do need it. I'm actually kind of over-wetting it. But, moving on. Good news is that I have a proper chair tonight, so I won't have to be, constantly shifting positions and all that. Just in case.
Creature underscore 8136 just redeemed TTS. The turtle should drink water and go slorp, 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 slorp. Slorp, 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 slorp.
Why was there a pause there?
Slorp, 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 slorp.
It's done? Why was there a pause? That's so odd. Potentially. There, was that a good schlorp, creature? It had to breathe, yeah. Buzz. as regularly scheduled. We're continuing on with the scatter terrain. Yes, okay, cool. Day was good. Kiddos actually weren't too bad today. And they are, or should be, asleep. So, nothing really special happened besides had dinner with my or lunch with my father. So the kiddos got to see their oppa. My buddy's got a new game for me, and it's like a combination of Risk of Rain and Borderlands in like a dungeon crawler almost. Yes, I did. We did get we did get notepads. That is a very OPA gift to give. Yes. Listen, being a full moon, it's odd behavior. It's odd behavior if they aren't chaos gremlins. So that kind of tracks. Holy cow! It's a raid! It's a raid from Skunky! That was a cowboy. Hello! It is a skunky raid. It's a stinky raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my god, it's a skunky, as you say, as it says that you are a raider from Skunky's stream. It's a stinky raid. Hello, Skunky. How was the art? I saw you, like, painting a model just in a art setting instead of just painting a model, so I wondered who that was for. That is cute. Oh, emotes. Crap. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I need to get in contact with a friend of mine about emotes. They were needing some commission work. Doing some mock-ups for my bust. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Hello, Loki. Why did your cat bite you? Were you not giving it proper attention, or were they hungry? Did the classic trick of I would like to play. Oh. Gotcha. Hey, bottle caps are great cat toys. Whether they are metal or plastic. Better human babies like a Christmas. What's a pretzel's favorite dance? I have no idea. What is a pretzel's favorite dance? The worm so that they can get loose? I don't know. That was bad. I don't. The twist. Ah. I see. I see. Okay. What's a skeleton's favorite snack? A warm glass of milk. Anything sold on Mr. Bones' Wild Ride? Ribs? Yeah, baby back ribs? Although ribs to me isn't a. Thank you very much, Loki. Don't eat baby's ribs. That's cannibalism. Ribs. Yeah. But lamb ribs are so good. Skeletons goes deep when it comes to animal skellies. What did you do today, creature? That could be a very loaded question. You super glued your finger again. Ah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, but you do have a tendency to do that, just in general. Oh, the Emperor? Oh, where's my Emperor? I don't know where my Emperor figure went. I have him somewhere. He has been lost to the ether. He's probably in a box. I have a 3D printed Emperor that at some point will paint. I do not know when though, because I have a lot in my lineup. Although I think I will need to get a large amount of gold paint in order for that to do. A book fell on your head. Ah, oh, creature. What were you doing that a book fell on your head? 4 arms for the... Are you making a Gene Stealer Emperor? I only have my shelf to blame. I even heard cowboys groan at that one.
Yep.
Winged tire. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, I understand. What's the difference between a dad joke and a mom joke? Mom wasn't joking. That's a good one. I'll make sure to tell Mouse that one. It's for Gene Stealer Tyranid army. Yeah, I kind of, yeah. My buddy does Tyranids, and I paint a little bit of his. We actually did, one of the first things I did on the channel whenever I got back into streaming was we did his Hierophant. And all pictures are on the Instagram if you wish to peruse. And go ahead and give a follow, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. Of course, all linked down below. The theme, is there a theme for your Tyranid army, Loki? Because we have a kind of like a theme going with his. Your next gloves should be white. I mean, these blue ones I get from my work, but I will see if I can find a good set of white gloves that are fairly cheap. Purple and flesh, black chin, gold straw. Okay. Very nice. If you aren't a part of the Discord, you're welcome to join and post those pics. Yeah, we're going with a Starship Troopers theme. So all of them are themed for, you know, specific arachnids from the Starship Troopers movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a great cult classic. Just watch the first one. Don't watch any of the others. Yeah, that's fair. Although, funnily enough, I am wearing a white tank top at the moment, so. You're in the vents. Those are pretty small vents. This isn't Among Us, creature. You don't need to hide in the vents. You're not an imposter. You're not an imposter. You are not tiny, you are petite. There is a difference. It's a fun. That's worthless. You were 10 pounds. What? No, tiny is, you know, like vertically challenged. You're not vertically challenged. You're just petite. And that's okay. We don't shame here, unless you're into that. Although you should probably go and get, you know, that from somewhere else, not, you know, a painting stream. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm telling. Don't think relativity works, but you know what? Sure, creature. No, not a Chihuahua. No, no, no. We don't need the yappers. Those are indeed yappers. I tolerate my friends' Chihuahuas, and that's about it. Buzz. Yeah, relatively. I don't know. No, you can't. I mean, again, I would say raccoon. We've had this discussion, though. Yeah. If I could see you as any animal, I would definitely see you as a raccoon before a dog or a cat. You don't know how you feel about this? We've had this conversation before. I feel like we have. Because I remember clearly you asking if you were to choose me as an animal, what would you choose? And I said raccoon, or I think possum? No possum? Yeah, absolutely. You prefer the wild and the outdoors, and being a creature of their own means, but can be domesticated with very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very attentive owners? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see you more as a raccoon. I'm trying to say Listen, listen. I'm not trying to say anything. Truly. I'm not. Again, I'm not trying to say anything. Listen, if you were forced to have a fursona, would you? What animal would it be based off of?
A rabid honey badger.
A rabid honey badger.
Ready.
Oh. Cowboy, you're a bear already, so just quit while you're ahead. Yeah, cowboy being a bear fits. No, it's not like choosing. It's like if you were to, you know, like gun to my head, point and say what would they be as a persona, I would say raccoon.
Trash panda.
This will be remembered. I'm sure it will. Listen, that's an argument that I was not going to win if it was an argument in the first place, and you know what? I don't know. So... It's not. More me tasting my foot? Okay. Okay. I see. Well, I guess it's fair. Mouse had her foot and mouth moment. I have mine. More. Okay.
Creature underscore 8136 just redeemed TTS. What does the fox say? Ring ding 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 ring ding. Gering ding 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 ring ding. Gering ding 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 ring ding. What the fox say? Wapapapapapappow. Wapapapapapappow. Wapapapapapappow.
That's so
What the fox
fast.
say? Hearty 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 ho. Hearty
Okay.
hearty hearty ho. Hearty 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 ho. What the fox say? Joff choff choff choffo choffo choff. Joff
Okay.
choff choff choffo choffo choff. Joff choff choff choffo choffo choff.
The whap up was just so fast. Yeah, yeah. It's actually working out very well. I am very happy with it. Yeah, no more praying to the paint gods for sure. Yeah, it's a good thing that I didn't use rice. I was gonna sit or kneel on a bag of rice while I paint. That's just torture. My knees aren't completely messed up yet, so I'd like to keep them that way. Ta-da. You're being forced to do it. Or, you're right, excuse me, self-torture. There's a name for that in the Catholic religion, right? Self-flagellation. That's what I'm looking for. Awesome. Those are done. Yay. Move on to that one. And that one. That one. And then that one. Oh. Alright. Which one do I want to do first? This one, actually. It can be. It, just kind of depends. I mean, you can be a masochist and, want to be punished. But, like, self-flagellation isn't necessarily a actual kink thing. It's just a description of, I don't even know, like, the proper, like, definition of what it is, so. Let me look it up before, I put more of my foot in my mouth. Because I know it's done in penance for something, but the question is that part of the definition? Or is that just something that we have, associated it to be with? Because that is small wording difference, but that kind of makes or breaks the definition of it. No foots and please. I don't think you were that bendy. I could try. If you boil a funny bone, it becomes a laughing stock. That's humorous. As long as it doesn't turn into hummus, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I'd have to look up the true definition of self-flagellation.
What y'all were just talking about?
Huh?
What y'all were just talking about?
Self-flagellation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Cowboy's looking it up for us.
I want to say, tell her to think, Angels and or not Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code.
What? Like, it's been depicted in a bunch of media, but the
Self-flagellation literally means whipping oneself, usually as a religious act of penance or discipline to inflict pain.
okay, so yes, it is part of religion.
But yeah, the priest in
Or I'm sorry, not in religion. It's in penance of, so that throws that out.
the albino priest in Da Vinci Code or whatever with Tom Hanks.
Yes, that's the Da Vinci Code. I've never seen the Da Vinci Code, so
He did that, and he did the little belt around his thigh that had the spikes in it.
yes. I've never seen Da Vinci Code, so I don't know. But yes, it's also what one of the Forge Masters does in Castlevania.
It's also what Dobby the house elf does when he speaks ill of his family.
Yeah. But the main thing that we were trying to get at is it specifically in penance of something or not? And it is. So no. It is not it cannot be related to a kink thing. I mean, it could be, anything can, but not generally. That's when we get into, specifics, and we don't go that far down the hole. Autoflagellants? No. We were talking specifically about self-flagellation, although the autoflagellants Sisters of Battle? Yes, I think that's right. That is a unit. And then you also have, like the penitence engine. That's a whole other thing. I went down a rabbit hole. I guess that's fair. Did indeed go down a rabbit hole. Okay. Yeah, the joke was like, isn't that a kink thing? And I'm like, well, if the wording of the definition says like in penance of something, then no, it's not. If it doesn't, then yeah, it technically could be applied to that, but that is indeed not the case. But yeah. Because I'm just questioning real. Scooby-Doo consent law. Consent. I both want that you both piqued my interest and violently want my inner voice is saying violently you don't want to know, you absolutely don't want to know, so I'm just not gonna know. I'm good. Definitely turtle. Oh, brush shank. That was a little aggressive, but hence why I'm not gonna ask. Only Scooby-Doo line. No, what about Scrappy? Oh, only the Scooby-Doo line. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, actually, I have another question. It takes advantage of mental list. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, in like the Scooby-Doo verse, has there ever been another dog depicted? Like, I remember the one where like Shaggy and Scooby find like the perfect girlfriends for each of them, but it turns out like they're aliens or something like that.
There was the white Great Dane one with the weird green hat. There was Scrappy Doo.
But like, what other dogs? The purple. So, yeah. Like, has there ever been another dog on Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
No. Like normal dogs.
Like a pet dog?
Because I honestly don't recall. And to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of Scooby-Doo, so... Yeah, there's several episodes of normal dogs in them and they don't talk. Okay, yeah. There are talking space dogs, multiple in Scooby-Doo, but Scooby-Doo speaks because he's... Yes. Well, I'd have... Y'all might send me down a rabbit hole of, like, actually looking. Because now y'all have me thinking, like, what... normal dogs... And which, like, edition of Scooby-Doo are we talking about? Just in general? There's one where a bunch of dogs got kidnapped, then what's the Scooby-Doo? They go to a dog show and then... Okay, yep.
I'm telling you, I don't remember who it was, but it was a white or grayish Great Dane looking dog that had a hat,
Yes, I know which one you're talking about, and that was the one in the episode where the owner was like getting with Shaggy, right? But they were both, you know, like alien dogs, or what? The alien was, or the dog was an alien, and the chick was too. But Scooby-Doo. Descendant of Anubis. I'm sorry, creature. Scooby-Doo wasn't a big thing in my house. I'm so sorry. Did you just find your hyperfixation? Yeah, probably. And that's what comfort shows kind of are. Past hyperfixation shows. True, it's probably just the same as the meme of birds could speak same level. Maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. And then the question is, at that point, is what is making him sentient? And my vote is on the collar. Is there? Hmm. I mean, then the only alternate that I can think of is that some druid cast the awaken spell on him. His collar becomes a pharaoh. Oh, okay. Has a speech impediment? I mean, blessed by some... You know, we've went down this hole. Let's look it up. So, Scooby-Doo can talk because he is a descendant of the Anunnaki, an ancient interdimensional alien race that possessed animals to take physical form on Earth, granting them high intelligence, long lifespans, and the ability to speak. New demand sources. According to Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. So that's oh, what year did it come out? The 2010? Yes, the 2010 series. It's not an article, it's literally in the episode, although finding which episode is the question. Who Harvest Crystal Cove? No. Beware the Beast from Below. Yeah, wasn't a fan of that series. I don't know. But that is what at least Google is telling me. I don't have a specific, thing for it. Oh wait, here we go. Yep. It's part of the fan website. It's part of the Scooby-Doo fandom, but I have it. And I will send you a link for that later. I just have the bottom one. It's a mouse.
Fuck today. Hello.
Mouse is home.
Fuck you two, Keys. Fuck you two.
Life advice from Creature. Some people are like Slinky is not really good for much, but bring a smile to your face when you push him down the stairs. Yep.
I like to push a manager down the stairs and not the roly-poly. Surprisingly.
Bryson?
No.
Or Brian?
Brian.
Oh, for not prepping you.
I would like to push a 19-year-old down the stairs. Can I do that?
No.
Probably shouldn't voice that out loud because now there's like
Well, there's no
you know,
stairs in sight, so.
traceable evidence and things.
Oh, well. That's what I'm after. The rooster that's hiding in the back.
What?
The rooster that's hiding in the
Oh.
back. Noah looked at me and was like, don't be that person and take the last one. And I looked him dead in his eyes and said, fuck you, I'm gonna be that person.
On today's episode of Petty Petty.
By the way, Turtle,
Uh-huh.
Bryson said he couldn't hear you serenading, but he did catch a fragment at one point when you were. And he was like, is that why you sounded so agitated when I called you? Because you were trying to explain to me something, but you couldn't do it properly? I was like, yeah, that's why. I wanted to hit my husband with a bottle because he was singing while I'm trying to talk to you about what dough you need to use first. He laughed and said next time he calls, he wants to be able to hear you. I said, that ain't gonna happen, but good luck.
Nope. Nope.
We're gonna start calling him OK for off key.
Ah.
Turned around and you had something in your hand. I just knew you were freaking telling me you still had a key or something in your hand.
No, but the key did fall off of the little hook that it was on. And Noah had it hanging right here on the apron. And I really want to tell you how ridiculous it looked with one of the beaners on your thing and no key. He didn't realize it until later on.
Looking like you got a nipple ring.
I was laughing at him.
It's all the rage these days, I hear.
I had both of my done. I'll pass.
I don't think he could handle that type of pain. Seeing as I was trying to tell him, big thing, butter, bring down, because out of butter and the bigger one that we had down already, and I did this motion.
Creature,
He was like,
you have
"Don't
heard
ever
me
do
sing
that
more
again."
than
Like,
he
I
has
was
heard,
just- I looked
than
at
he
him
heard
like-
over there. I can guarantee you.
I went, get your head out of the gutter long enough to get me a fucking thing
You
butter
gotta
down
know.
so I can have
You
my
gotta
butter.
know where the gutter is before you can.
Well, he didn't know where that gutter was, but he was all red-faced because I did this motion. I do that motion for the shake on too. And when I can't figure out which sauce level I need, I go, We'll get out my clothes and probably shower.
Fine, Creature, fine. We will talk about that. Yes. Dang it. That's right. No. Yes, creature. I cannot hear you, but I can read you. Yes, sorry. Hyperfocusing. Yes. Hi. What? Okay. No, Cowboy's not snoring. Not yet, anyway. Honestly, it was probably just me, fat breathing as I was focusing. I'm not gonna say anything to that. Which is probably for good. At least for the moment.
Drink your prune juice!
Listen, I'm not saying it in a demeaning way.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Oh.
Where are you?
Okay. I know. Self-love is important. And listen, I know I'm not, here's the thing. I am by no means fit or skinny. So, a husky would be, there's big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn from Gabriel Iglesias, right? I got that right? I would consider myself, in the healthy and husky range. I am not, fat. I mean, the general term would be, but I know I am not, overweight, let's say that. That being said, I still love myself because I know that if I were to suddenly lose a bunch of weight, Mouse would, while not be upset, she would be sad that she is losing her very comfy pillow. I would ask her, but she's not in the room right now. I know. And I know there's nothing wrong with it. And yes, I am aware. And I still love myself for it. It's something that I do not mind. I know that I'm on the bigger size, quote unquote. But listen, I fit in a double or in an XL comfortably. So, I'm happy with that. Striving for, anything beyond that, as I believe that my time is better used on other things, like my lovely wife and my wonderful kiddos, and the hobbies that I find enjoyment out of in my community here on Twitch. And I'm not too upset about that. I'm happy with how I am. Do not worry. All of that stuff. There is no self-deprecation going on. I am saying that by society standards, but to be fair, society is weird. Because it's like, which society are we talking about? The odds or, the people? Anyway, by, quote, normal standard. Listen, if we go all the way back to, like the Wii Fit, it was saying that I'm at risk of being overweight. And I do not believe that in a heartbeat. But I still have that childhood memory. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Taco, hello. Welcome in, bud. How are you? Mm-hmm. Are you sure that was the doctor? Taco? One thing they said. Just one thing. Creature employing the aggressive self-love that we all know and love her for. I don't know if that's the right word you want to use. I don't know if lucky actually, describes that. You use the words accurately. Okay, cool. Yes, well, hey, both were bullying me too. Oh, poor Taco, getting bullied by Creature and Skunky. Now, what did they say? I feel like I'm the, I feel like I'm the therapist uncle that everyone goes to. Is like, Uncle Turtle, Skunky was bullying me. Now, what did they say? Wouldn't be a stream. Yeah. And how does that make you feel? Didn't do anything. I was just the communal punching bag. Oh, poor Taco. It's alright, Taco. You're safe here.
Jam just redeemed TTS. What in the ever-loving fuck biscuits is this chat right now?
Hi, Jammer. Welcome in.
Really safe if we're talking about him being bullied.
Hey, my chat is a safe space, cowboy. Uh-huh. I'm feeling stabby today, Jammer. She is in pain. That is fair. Creature is in very much pain. Not quite, like seeking codeine levels of pain, but still in pain. Creature, what did you name it again? I can't remember. I know that I suggested naming it Beatrix, but I don't remember what you named it. It was like... Harold? No, Gerald. Gerald. That's right. Yep. Honestly, I will say the reaction of the doctor when you told him the explanation of why you named it what you named it is very funny, and I need to tell that to the doctors I work with at the ER. An emotional ESR? Okay, yeah, emotional support Ruby, I can get that. Oh, I will. Do not worry. And if not the doctors, then I definitely have a couple of nurses to tell, because I did let a few of the nurses that I am somewhat close friends with, as much as you can to, like a coworker that is kind of in like a different department than you. I did tell some of them that you were getting that done, and one of them, Casey, was very much like, let me know how it goes. And she needs to be updated on the lore. Oh, I will, absolutely. Very nice. They gave me a blindfold to talk to me, treating me like, yeah. Good. I will let her know. Here. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, there you go.
Bleedy Beast 96 just redeemed TTS. Tell us a story.
Do you think vampires are like snakes that bite and have like a venom coagulant in their fangs and then they suck and drink blood, or is their fangs more like a straw? I mean, it depends on what, lore you go with, because there are many different takes on vampires and many different, types. There are some that they inject a drug that makes it, like euphoria. There are some that, makes it to where it's, it's just different depending on, what type and what lore and what, like take on vampires it is. A story? You want a story? What story? What type of story do you want, lady? Well, let's think now. What stories do I have? I mean... Hello, Prophet. I'm not a vampire. No. As much as I don't, go out in the sun, I am just a pasty white boy. Cowboy has seen me have to deal with, the sun and be out in it, and I have not bursted into flames.
Watching you curl your toes back from the sunlight was
yeah. Or whenever I, shook my pant leg to where it covered my foot. Alright. I think... not quite. Sorry if I'm misdiagnosed. Pretty pale and works in the hospital. That's where the blood is. Yeah, honestly, the clothes are worse. Yeah. Oh, where was I painting? That's where I was painting. Yeah, unfortunately, the hospital that I work at only has a select number of units of blood, so, and they're tracked very religiously, and very strictly, so don't really, and can't really, deal with that, so sorry. Sounds like too shiny? They're shiny? I don't see them being shiny, but okay. From my worst job. I mean, I don't really have a worst job, but I also have the subscription to life of, you don't quit jobs, you quit managers. So, I mean, worst job. The job might be so dumb. Take an extra file or two. I mean, again, there's not really a worse job. I mean, there's jobs that I didn't like doing because of, the people I worked with or the people that were above me. I mean, the hotel night audit was pretty bad because no one was really training me. And I got, like 2 days of training, and then they're like, cool, you can do it on your own, bye. So that was rough. I mean, that wasn't too bad. Like, the job itself, it was, the involvement of certain parties in that job on both the owner's side and our side and my side, that made it bad. And not you, Prophet. You know who I'm talking about. So meh. I mean, there's plenty of, like, I have plenty of haunt stories that weren't necessarily bad nights, but they had bad, like, guest interactions in with them. And, being a part of the service industry, I have plenty of rude customers that I've had to deal with. There was this one time that we wouldn't give her her pre-order because we needed to see an ID because it was a rated M game, and she called the police, and that's what I literally walked into. Was me getting there and the police showing up, and walked into my manager was there dealing with it, and I was like, I'm gonna clock in the back and then do that project that we were talking about while you take care of that. And so I mean, unhappy's hard to just say because I'm still unhappy with my job because I'm not doing what I want to do as a job, but I can't really do what I want to do unless I, have money and, go back to college, but that's a whole other issue. But yeah, no, I've bad stories of times at work, but I haven't really had, like a bad job. I've never been a part of, a scam center or anything like that, so... I mean, there's a couple of things that I want to try out doing, but, like, what I dream to do is, as, be an entertainer. As far-fetched as it sounds, work as an actor. Maybe not necessarily on the silver screen, but, as something. But as for, but those are all, kind of pipe dreams of it, if the opportunity comes around. But as for stuff that I, want to try out, I have a plan to go back to school once a good chunk of my student debt is done and paid for, and I'd like to, try my hand at animating and computer engineering and just a bunch of different things, just to see what I really enjoy doing, because there hasn't really been a job that I enjoy doing besides entertainment, and those are jobs that are hard to come by. So I would like to at least, find something that I can do in entertainment behind the scenes so that I have a source of steady income before, going and trying to be this, that, and the other thing, but while still having, a part of that industry. Find bad jobs and that's fair. I will not be a theater teacher, solely for the purpose of me accidentally saying the wrong thing to the wrong child that gets back to the wrong parent. That would be pretty devastating. Listen, I don't want a repeat of the cunt incident.
No, not at all. And we both know it's completely possible.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Not to mention, I don't want to deal with any type of school board because, Lockhart's was bad enough, and I was a student then. I don't want to have to deal with it being a teacher. And God forbid that I'm a teacher, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, you're administration now, and that's a whole other issue. That's a whole other level of dealing with school board. I just, no, thank you. Appreciate the suggestion, absolutely. Hold on. Auto mod, why? Wait, what? Yeah. Story time. Yes, I will do a story time on that because that is a very prominent story from the haunting days that got me the nickname the Cunt Man. Cowboy can confirm.
Sure can.
But there was one evening where teach at a Catholic school. Yeah, that'd be the worst part for me. Hi, I'd like to apply at your Catholic school. Cool. What denomination are you?
Baptized.
Listen, it's better if you don't know that. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Listen, have you seen Dead Poet Society? That's how, creative minds, go to die. But no, the story on the Cunt Man incident is that it was a normal day at working the haunt. This was back when I was a ticket taker, and part of the specialty of our haunt is that all the ticket takers were in character. So I had my demon character Louis on, and I'm going through my line and getting through my line and going at the right speed and doing all the warnings and doing all the rules and yada yada yada. And I'm talking to a group and who got to the front of my line, and while I'm in the middle of saying the rules, this chick from the group behind the group I'm talking to interrupts me by literally stepping in front of me and asks me something, and I don't even remember what that thing was. But I just stared at her and stared at her and stared at her until she finally went back to her group, and I continued talking to the group before her. And finally finished my whole kit and caboodle there, sent that group in, and I just decided to, because normally I talk with the patrons, before they go in, get their feel, actually interact and time in character with them. But because this... I would call her a teenage girl, but I remember she had a drink in her hand, or she was finishing a drink, and so she was an adult, legitimately an adult. So I just stood there in silence, complete silence, not, being entertaining or anything like that. And her and the group that they were in just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. And normally, if I remember correctly, that night we were spacing them about 2 minutes apart, maybe a little bit less. Until finally, like 5 minutes later, yeah, something like that, a young college student or something, but finally, like 5 minutes of them just talking amongst themselves and talking amongst themselves and talking amongst themselves while I'm just literally standing right in front of them while they're talking over here and talking and talking and talking. And I'm, here to get... It's a good thing that I have a down facing. I think it was a group of 5. This is the chick. And she's facing towards this group while I'm standing right here. And at one time, I think that she steps over here and the group kind of shifts over here. But 5 minutes of them just yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping while I'm standing, right there with leaning on my staff, just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until 5 minutes later, she finally stops talking, kind of just shuffles over here and was like, after a second of me staring at her, "So when are you going to let us in?" And that's kind of when I lost a little bit of my cool there. And I said... I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something to the effect of, well, if you would stop yammering like a cunt, then I can tell you the rules and I'll let you in. And there was a beat of silence. And then all of her friends just started, "Oh, he got you," and all that stuff. So I didn't think anything would come of it. Boy, how wrong was I. I get through telling them the rules. I'm not entertaining, not anything like that, not anything the extra mile that I normally go. I send them in the haunt. I immediately tell the group behind them, "Excuse me for a moment, patrons." I leave the queue line, I go find my nearest manager, and I'm like, "Hey, just wanted to update you, just in case anything comes of it. There was this really annoying chick," and I explained to him what happened. And I told him exactly what I said, and his response was, "Ah, yeah, she sounds like a cunt." And I was like, "Yeah, she kind of was." But I just wanted to at least let one of the managers know. So he goes off and, does whatever he was doing at the time, and I guess that he went and talked with the owner, who was more involved then. And later that night, while I'm sitting with an empty queue, I'm, just sitting around. Then all of a sudden, this elderly woman comes up to the edge of my queue line. Not in the queue line, but like to the edge of it out, And she was, not screaming, but definitely projecting voice going, hey, you. And so finally I stand up. I go over to her. "You called my daughter a C word." I'm like, "Who's your daughter?" The daughter comes over here, and now as soon as the daughter realizes that her mother is there, she's immediately like, "Mom, it's not worth it. Don't worry about it. It's not worth it. It's nothing too big." But of course, the mother makes something of it. So I was like, "Ah, is that your daughter?" "Yes. Yes, indeed I did. I will own that till the day I die." I at least was upfront. I was like, "Yes, I did. There is no doubt about that." And, she demanded an apology, and I was like, "You know what? Yes, I will apologize for using the terminology that I did, because there is much more creative ways, or there are much more descriptive words that I could have called your daughter, and you in particular now too. And that didn't really get her where she wanted to be. So she kind of stomped off, and I guess she went and talked to the owner, and the owner came back to me and was like, so did this happen? Yes, it did. Yes, sir, it did. Did you call her this? Yes, sir, I did. Did you afterwards apologize and say this? It's like, yes, sir, I did apologize. That wasn't exactly what I said. Here's exactly what I said. Huh. And this is the owner, mind you, mirroring the words from the manager. Yeah, she does sound like a cunt, and walked off. And I was kind of flabbergasted going, I didn't get in trouble for that?
No, you got an award.
And I didn't. I didn't get in trouble for that. And then there was the we finished the season, and then indeed I did. I got an award for it. It was a gag award, but yes, I did get an award for calling patrons how I saw them. Let's leave it at that. So, yeah, that's one of the many stories I have about the haunt. And one of the many stories that are about me still circulating at the haunt. So, yeah. There you go, James. There's your story. There's your story, Bleedy. I did not think that that's how that was gonna go, because I have seen it in my short time there, and I have seen people get let go of for less. But either I, caught the owner on a good day, the owner was playing favorites, or the owner just didn't really care.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was happy that it happened, or it ended up the way it did. I had a great... Oh, that probably happened like my second or third year. So I had another 5.
It happened my first year there.
Which was
18.
the second year that I was
Yeah.
there. Yeah, so I had another 5 years after that I worked for that haunted attraction, and became a valuable asset.
A trendsetter, no less.
Yeah, well, some of those trends weren't exactly the
Beginning of-
best.
The beginning of the Skunt crew.
Oh, yeah, yep. That was the beginning of the Sklunt crew. I did spark a whole... I wouldn't even know what to call that.
Everybody tried to offend patrons bad enough to get put on it.
Yeah.
Let's be real about it.
Oh, thank you, James. Thank you, Blade. Yeah, it was a... I wouldn't even call it, like a true crew, because we didn't... There was no, like weekly meetings or anything like that of that, but it was a... You were a sklunt whenever you offended a patron and got away with it, would be a good way to put it. Whether it was like, calling them a name, or
telling him that the shirt that he was wearing was of this shirt you'd never seen in your whole life.
Yeah.
And that ruined his whole night.
Offending a patron in some way, and getting away with it, whether that be because it wasn't that bad and the patron kind of just blew it up, or it was that bad and it was because like the patron pushed you to that point, or something like that. But yeah, it wasn't necessarily, like a true crew. It was just, you were You were a part of this. It was a
The badge of honor.
badge of honor would be a good way to describe it. It was well, I mean, to be fair, that's the Haunt Purple Heart at that point. Short of, it actually being a Haunt Purple Heart, getting injured on the job.
Oh, that's what you get when you're in the trees.
Yeah. And in my, I think it was 8. It might have been 7. I don't remember. In my time working at the haunt, I don't think there was once where I got like injured, which was surprising comparatively. But then again, I also wasn't doing anything like too crazy. I think
Me either.
yeah. I think the most I can claim an injury was whenever I shoulder bashed through a door through a cut through to get to a code red. So.
Like the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
You hear code red and like 2 people dressed as clowns with bats and demon and
Yeah.
just everything shows up.
So as mom, I can see further talk about what happened. Oh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. A code red at the haunt was basically something is endangering the actors, whether it's a patron or an animatronic that got loose to the point where the air hose is powering it, but it's not like affixed to its stand anymore, all the way to like a fire or something like that, because we've had plenty of patrons swing at actors.
Drunk patrons. Yay!
Yep. And there have been quite a few that have like straight up decked me while I was working, and most of the time being the icon, like literal, not. Gosh, that still to this day sounds so so egotistical. An animatronic, like if it got removed from, like if the model is the animatronic and this is the base, like the plate that's holding it down, and it got loose, but there's still air being supplied to the animatronic, sometimes they go haywire to the point where there's no like stopping it, or it'll go off and there's nothing to affix it, so it'll just jump at you. There's nothing like to weigh it down and hold it in place. It can be, for sure. I've only seen it happen once, and thankfully it wasn't that the plate got loose, is that the whole
Which one
stand for it fell down. The witch.
Oh, see, were you not around for the hanging guts guy?
No. Well, no, yeah, I was. But I don't remember him ever falling down.
The counterbalance weight came undone.
Oh.
And so instead of being in a position while he flopped, he was flopping all over the place.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, no. The only one that I remember is the witch on the scissor extension fell over. Or no. It fell cocked, and then whenever it shot out, it fully fell, and it was just literally like her legs decked a patron in the face. Because she was lower than everybody expected. Yeah, they can be. I was thinking, well, what else? But yeah, no, like, Code Red was anything from like an unruly patron in the haunts, or injury of a patron or actor, to broken animatronic, or like a felled, because we were in the woods, the wilds. It could have been, like a wall had fallen down and was blocking path, or had trapped somebody, or a tree had fallen, or things like that. So there was a lot that could go under a code red. It just depends, or it just depended. But most of the time it wasn't really patrons. But I was a manager while I was still, you know, as an icon character, and whenever a code red was called, you would see, you know, like 3 clowns and this demon just run all into the exit of one of the houses. And you just see these shocked patrons going like, what's going on? And that's fine. We understand. And to be fair, I don't go through the haunt as a patron, and
Nope.
I try to not, you know, go to haunted houses or haunted attractions at all, because I make it a problem for the actors, and that's never a good thing. So I just, you know, out of respect for them and their whole work, I'll just stay away, and I'll be happy to. I'll go to a haunted attraction with you, absolutely. I will not go in a house with you. I'll stay out and, you know, in the common area, and, you know, have a drink, have some food. Because the last time I went to a haunted attraction as a patron, it was it was the Valentine's Day event.
For Torment.
Yeah. And never mind, that does not fuel 3 clowns showing up running towards you now. Yeah. But yeah, no, I went to this Valentine's event that one of the, I won't say our sister haunt, but it was a haunted attraction that was putting this on, and we were like, yeah, you know, we work there, we work at a haunt, let's go. And the entire time I was either talking to the actors and having them break character, or giving them suggestions, and then I would just get this offended look like, why the hell is this guy telling me how to do my job? So I decided then and there that I'm like, you know what, I'm just not gonna go as a patron to any haunted house ever again, and, you know, that'll be that, and I'm alright with that. Oh. And then the guys from San Antonio came over and tried to get me to,
13th floor.
yeah, tried to get me to work for them too. So yeah, I know that's a good call. I agree. Oh, how many people have I made cry? I mean, that's honestly, that's a hard one to quantify. Solely because I had a few different characters, and each one was a different, like, fear. Because, like, I was a clown for a short time. I say the longest time, but a short time. And I was Sweet Cheeks. And a lot of people at the haunt still know me as Sweet Cheeks. So, at least I was iconic. And rememberable. But that's when I was still a house actor. And man, I don't know. Like, that's asking how many people, like, I've made scream. It's
Sometimes they cry for no reason.
yeah, it's hard.
You walk up and they're, oh God.
What I can say is I can count, or I do have a number on how many people I've made completely collapse out of fear. That's a good one. And that is 12, 13-ish. Because there was 4 while I was a house actor. There was the 1 while I was Burnt Eddie. There was the 5, 6 as Louis, and then I had 2 more as Dr. Hayes. Yeah, so 13.
You disappeared for forever.
That's what. Yes, I have made them just collapse. There was, I mean, like, it's either like collapsing or like just pure petrified, that where they can't move their legs. So, one of those things. $14. There was that lady that I made faint on the hayride, and I wasn't even in costume. Yeah. So, yeah, 14. Yes, I was, hello.
Hello.
You have a good shower?
Yeah.
Nice.
If he yells at you again, I'm returning him to God with no receipt.
Yes.
Yes, I was managing our newly opened haunted hayride, and I didn't have a character for it, and I was just in a haunt crew shirt and my vest and all just, like, normal everyday attire. But you gotta remember that we operated in the dark, and it's a dark vest and dark shirts, and I wore BDU combat fatigues out there that were either dark gray or black, so I could move in the dark very well and not be seen.
Or redneck house walls.
But I did the whole, shebang of telling them the rules, and then getting them on the hayride, counting them off, making sure that they were all secure and on the hay bales and all that stuff. Wrap the chain up, send it off, and then as I send off one of the tractors with the trailer behind it, I jump on the one that's returning so that I can get everybody out and in an orderly fashion set up a chair or set up a step for those that need it and such like that. So whenever I jumped onto the trailer that was coming back, all of a sudden this lady turns around and screams and then just falls into her partner. And I look at her and look at the rest of the patrons on the trailer and go, and I'm not even in costume. Damn. Either I'm better than I am, or my face is really that bad. And luckily they all, laughed and everything, entertainment and such. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Phobias, brother. Phobias.
What was that? Oh,
Chickens.
I call it the other day.
Look, the cup's behind them. Barely live home.
Look at the original video.
Oh, thank you, creature.
Strange life moving in her field. And they couldn't figure out what, and they got out there and they showed later.
I will put away all of the clown masks in the closet and make sure that you don't need to see them at all, creature. I promise. Don't worry, it's the Z treatment. We already have a protocol for it.
Who's the what?
The Z protocol. If she's coming over, all clown masks need to get put away or put a shroud on it so that it doesn't freak her out.
So I have to go back in the closet? That's weird.
Sir.
That's weird.
Not you. Just Heckles. Heckles' face. The rest of him can stay out. But his face.
And he doesn't need to go in the closet. He can go in a box.
Currently, he's on a pipe style currently in the garage.
Mm-hmm. Cowboy, you can't go back in the closet. Yes, the Z treatment. My sister. She also has a terrible phobia of clowns.
Heckles has rights too. Just saying.
We know.
We're not disputing that. So it sets me off. No, my sister is a little bit more of that. Pixie has a horrible phobia of clowns. Horrible. Like, she will see a clown like on a TV screen and just be like, nope, and like close her eyes very tightly. The problem is that my sister has a fight or flight reaction, and her instant assumption is fight unless it's too far. If it is not within arm's reach, she will run. If it is within arm's reach, it's immediate fight on sight.
And if it's far away and you're next to her and she chooses to fight, you better duck.
Yeah.
Or just move far enough away.
Yeah, because my sister fights. Yeah, never used to be big. Until 2018 or 2016. Yeah.
Your sister fights. Sir, she hooked me in my left arm before I had my birth control in there.
Mm-hmm.
And My arm was bruised for like a week.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't duck.
Yeah.
No one told me.
Do not claim that. I absolutely told you.
No, you said duck or move, it's gonna hurt. I said, how bad can it be? I didn't know it was gonna be that bad.
My sister hurts. Listen, if she can take down half the football team in flip-flops, no less.
I got informed about that story after I was whacked.
Yeah.
I was like, that made a lot more sense. Ooh,
Did you forget your sweet treat?
I did.
Mouse forgot she had a sweet treat.
No. Curse you, sandwich container. Ooh, I got it.
Mousy got a sweet treat from the neighbor. Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you crouching over it, calling it my precious yet?
No.
No?
Maybe. Damn it. You went all the way to the garage. I'm not walking that fucking far. Smell it.
Yes, it smells like strawberry and whipped cream.
It smells good.
I'm
I'm just a fat ass.
Creature has already gotten onto me about that tonight. I'd be careful.
I already drank water. She saw me do it. I sent a picture.
Strawberries and whipped cream, I want some. It's actually... Come here. Come here. Mousy, drink water.
Shush.
It is a no-bake strawberry cheesecake delight. Is that what Robert?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So. Drink water again. Self-love yourself, Mousy.
No, I already sat down. I'll drink it later. I'd say make me, but I know how that ends for me.
I want some kidney. We will talk to our neighbors. And I at least will talk to them and see if I can find a recipe. Or see if she'll give me the recipe for you. Was that you?
Yes. I got angry faced.
You got angry faced?
I got angry faced.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna drink water.
Mousy got shaved into drinking water.
Look, I swear, I drink the water.
You did indeed. Send us now. Mousy got in trouble. Mousy got in trouble. Mousy got in trouble. She won't do it again.
Did you just Blue's Clues theme my
Yep.
me getting in trouble?
Yep.
Stranger, clip that. Clip that, please.
I did just Blue's Clues. You getting in trouble. uh.
Oh, she clipped it.
She didn't. You know, I could isolate that audio and make it your notification or your ringtone.
Oh, please do. Please do. That would be the highlight. I was hitting the button so fast. Do it, do it, do it.
Oh, thank you, Mousy.
Yee.
Yee. I'll download it and edit it some other time, but yes, I will do that. Ooh, you know, I could actually pull it into Audacity and put the actual like Blue's Clues music behind it.
Do it.
And make that a button for the redemption points.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's something that I could do. Obviously comes in. I could try. I could do that. Although I think I'll just I think I'll put it as a notification. Or not a notification, a redemption, so that it, like the Skunky Rage, so whenever Mouse gets in trouble, y'all can just spam that.
I get in trouble a lot.
Yeah. A dangerous redemption. Yep. So much black contrast.
It's better than the purple.
Yeah, it is better than the purple. But I think that's mainly just a personal choice on that end. That's a personal preference, I guess. Your tea pet smells sweet.
Eh?
Tea pet? Do you mean teapot? Are you making tea? Are you trying to say your teapot smells sweet or your tea pet? Because I know that there is such a thing as a tea pet that has, you know, like nice smelling like herbal things in it. And it's called a tea pet because it smells like tea. But tea pet. Okay, cool. You have a tea pet. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know and didn't realize you had one. Nice. What kind of tea pet do you have? And you poured the tea on it and it smells tea. Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I know, you know, now that I think about it, I might be thinking of the wrong thing, but I know, or I might be trying to call the tea pet the wrong name. Because I know that there's, you know, like the tea infusers that are, you know, pets that you can, you know, use it to steep your tea. But then I also know that there are like, there's like this stuffed, there's like a stuffed animal or something akin to it, and it can be like pillows or something like that has like an herbal tea bag in it that smells good, and you can do something to it to like refreshen the smell or what have you. So I'm thinking that's what it is, but I'm probably wrong. Ooh, very nice.
I heard the buzz, but I don't know where the buzz is at.
On the on the remote.
It's on the toast.
No, on the remote on the toast.
Okay. I heard it, but I was like, it wasn't loud enough. I don't think the mic picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
But my mind immediately went, wait, where is it? I don't see it, and that's because what is in my direct line of sight is the other chair.
Yep.
So I can't see it.
I have hit it both audibly and visually. Sorry. So in Asian cultures, design a tea pet is a clay figure which you pour tea over. First step, because the first steep isn't the best. Okay. The tea pet will gain odor which smells herbal. Okay, yeah. Alright. Not audibly? Aw. Dang. I think the mic did pick it up. To be fair, though, it's better than my notifications going off in the middle of the night. I still haven't changed my notification sound, by the way. It's still that. It's been completely turned off the entire time.
Y'all can't see the look I'm giving him.
It's a death glare. It's a death glare.
Ooh, I don't know if Cowboy told you when you got him, but I death glared Noah today.
Okay.
Because I asked him to put shredded provolone on one half of my pizza if he could toss them on there. This child grabbed a little bit and literally tossed it, but he missed the pizza.
Look, she looked straight at that fool and said, if you don't put the provolone on the left side of the line like I asked you to, I'm going to take out your kneecaps.
He then said, you want to reread that screen? And I said, what do you mean? He said, you want to reread it? I realized it was supposed to be on the whole pizza. I said, still, put some fucking cheese on here, please. I have my hands soaked in olive juice. It's gross. I want to change my glove. Please do the thing I have asked you, or your kneecaps are going to be taken out.
See, I thought you changed your glove because of the sauce. I didn't realize it was because of the olive juice.
No, I had to change my glove several times because of the olive juice.
Well then. Creature says she has a bat.
I know. So does Cowboy.
It's in a jar. It's dead.
Nope. Oh, that kind of bad.
Oh, I knew that was coming too. Mm-hmm. I'm just going through the preservation process of this bad creature. Can't open the jar now because it did a self-sealing thing. Yeah, that happens when you put, a mummified thing in a jar that is still going through, kind of the mummification process on itself, because nature. Yep, they will be very confused. Although, to be fair, they'll be confused about society as a whole. You know, whenever they dig us up. this wall. I'm almost done. I only have 4 left before, doing the effects. And sealing it, because actually that is... that's something that I've thought about, and I actually do need to seal these. Because they will be used a lot.
Creature underscore 8136 just redeemed TTS.
Sorry.
Turtle, hey turtle. What do you call an upset brownie? Frowny bar dum dis.
I'm sorry. Yes, the hyperfocus was real for a little bit. I was really trying to get this wall done as soon as possible because we've hit that 3-hour mark. And ta-da! Yeah. Oh. Now, I think, yep. I only have 3 more pieces to go. And then we get to the fun stuff. The effects, Oil stains and dark rust. Yay! Super happy for that. Now that I think about it, we should be... For sure we'll be able to get through both of those next painting stream. I don't know about these. I don't know about this one, if I'll be able to get through all of it. So we might have 2 streams left before we can actually move on to our next project, which, you know, I've lost track. I think we're doing D&D figures next.
I don't remember.
I know. I'd have to. I'm gonna have to look at.
Look, a lot has changed. You got a new desk, a chair.
Yeah.
Like.
I just need to look through my Instagram again and figure out what I did last. Because if we are doing D&D, I got plenty of open models and some more D&D terrain that I can do. If we are doing Warhammer, then I got some town that we need to get done. But beyond that, we are
It's that sweet that like.
good to go.
Too much. You're gonna be like,
Alright, let me take... Oh,
if anyone wants to know how that dessert was, it was good. It was just a little too sweet.
a little too sweet.
Yeah, I didn't finish my piece.
Your piece.
I had to go put it up
Can
because.
I have a spoonful?
Yeah, you can actually have what's left of mine.
If it's too sweet for you, what do you think that's going to say for me, hon?
You don't care if your butthole will eat it.
That's why I just want a spoon. Yes, you can have a spoonful too, creature. I don't know how well it'll keep, but we can definitely send you one.
The sandwich container betrays me again.
The sandwich container betrays you again.
Yes.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
The medicine go down. Medicine go down.
Got it.
Spoon, sir?
Spoon.
Might as well walk away. You're never getting it back.
I know. It's more so I can take the container and put it in the trash when he's done.
It's not that it's too sweet, it's just that it's whipped cream and strawberry syrup on whipped cream and then more whipped cream with
So too
granola underneath.
That's what I heard.
No, he literally had a spoonful.
Now just make that little. Now just make that little happy turtle noise.
Oh, I'm thinking either throwing the rest of that in there or spoon.
Thank you, my love. Too much fluff, not enough substance. And just saying what I think.
So many things.
Alright, let's take a look. Who is streaming that we can read? Let's see. Celt and Gilded have been going for almost 3.5 hours, so let's probably not do that.
Ninja ducky.
Ninja ducky.
Ninja ducky.
Cowboy, please never make that noise while I'm in the room again. Ninja ducky. Okay, so let's see. It looks like Zombie Scorn is playing Resident Evil Requiem, so we probably don't want to do that. Peggy is playing Soulframe. So, and then Heavenly is playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh, Quincy's Tavern is playing. So, let's go ahead and raid Quincy's Tavern. Because Quincy's dead. I need Bleach. They're playing a cozy game. So, yep. We're going to go ahead and raid Quincy's Tavern. And we're going to small array on them. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We are almost done with our scatter train. We just have these 3 pieces. Which will probably take us another 2 streams before we are completely done with it. One to get these 2 with the contrast, another to finish off this piece, and then get the oil stains and the dark rust done on all of the other pieces. But as always, thank y'all for tuning in. blessing of steady hands and bright beamings to you all, and I will see y'all on Friday for games. Don't know what we're playing with the guys yet, but that will definitely be something that we will talk about. Thinking about Barony, which is a nice dungeon crawler, 8-bit D&D kind of thing. So, y'all have a good night. Bye.
Night, y'all.